I love it. I can do it. There we go. I can fit all three of them. I did that in Now if it's everything, that's gonna be a problem. Oh shit.
Okay. So guys, did you have a nice day? How was your day? Did you have a cool day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Cool? What about you guys? Did you have a good day? Yeah? Are you ready for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you ready for tomorrow? Yeah? Okay. Cool. So we're gonna start off the last panel of the day. And to start it off, I have a question for you guys. I wanted to know, what do you think about the LGBTQ representation in TVs and movies now, today? What's your opinion on that?
What's your start?
If we have a mic that works.
This one is also.
I got one.
Well, we were talking about this earlier, and it's certainly improved so much from the time that we started Carmilla. I know when Carmilla first came out, there was really almost nothing, or at least nothing that ended in a happy ending or had positive representation. But I certainly think that we still have so much work to do to continue to improve it. As I said earlier, I think that we need to see more people of color, those stories. I'd love to see more interracial relationships, and I don't even necessarily mean with just white people interracial relationships. I think that more positive trans and non-binary representation. So the work still needs to be done, but I also think that it's getting much better, and it's largely thanks to people like you who are fans and make your voice heard. And because of your enthusiasm, I think producers and production companies are starting to recognize that it's important and that people will watch and will be loyal fans for life. So thank you so much, because without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to continue the work that we're doing. I mean, it's largely because of fans that we were even able to get a second season of Carmilla. So, let alone a third and a feature film and then other projects. So thank you so much. I know. I was going to drop the mic, and then I was like, I wouldn't do that.
Not rebellious. Something we also don't see is behind the scenes as well. I think we also we're making so many strides on screen because that's what's visible to people who aren't in the film industry. But having more representation and diversity behind the camera as well, I think, is a really important thing. I have been noticing it on productions in Toronto where, we're slowly making progress in that area too. But it's one of those things that unless you're in the film industry, you don't see what goes into making something necessarily. And so that is an area that also needs some improvement on. But yeah, it's one of those things where I think you have to see how far we've come and then how much further we still have to go as well.
Yeah, I think that's really well said. Just to add to that it's important to have to have stories told by the right people as well. Like even in the writers' room, it's important to have more.
I'm fucking tired, man.
There as well, and in positions of power as well.
Do you guys want to add anything? No? Okay, cool. So, en fait, ma question c'était de savoir qu'est-ce qu'ils pensaient de la représentation LGBTQ dans les séries et les films aujourd'hui. Et Natasha a un peu donné une réponse collective pour dire qu'elle pense que ça s'est nettement amélioré, en tout cas depuis que la série Carmilla a commencé, mais qu'il y avait encore pas mal de boulot à faire. On pouvait encore pas mal avancer sur d'autres sujets, par exemple les relations interraciales, sur le rôle des queers de couleur, sur plein de sujets on peut encore pas mal avancer, mais on avance tout doucement et on voit de plus en plus ces personnes à l'écran, ce qui est nettement mieux. Et c'est surtout en fait grâce à vous, grâce aux fans, que ça permet d'avancer. Et en particulier Carmilla qui a eu une saison 2 grâce aux fans, et une saison 3 et un film. Donc c'est grâce aux fans que ça permet de s'améliorer et d'avancer et d'aller toujours plus loin. Et Elise a voulu rajouter que elle aimerait voir beaucoup de progrès, notamment dans son industrie, derrière la caméra. Elle voit que ça avance pas trop à ce niveau-là, et ce serait bien que, au contraire, ça avance plus. On avance lentement, mais il faut voir en fait le chemin parcouru et le chemin qui reste encore à parcourir pour arriver à nettement s'améliorer sur cette question. Voilà. Est-ce qu'on a une question quelque part? Oui.
My question is for Elise and Natasha. Laura said several times during the series that she wanted to travel to Paris. It was kind of a thing to go to Paris with Carmilla. So they are both in Paris right now. What are your feelings about that? Are you happy for them?
Are Laura and Carmilla, they might be. None of this dress. I do kind of want to, there are still things in Paris that they had mentioned that I would also like to do. Just to be clear, we're different people. But no, there are some things that I'd like to do that were on their list.
I'd really rather be on a beach in the south of France. But yeah, I guess Carm's having a good time.
Is that her voice? I don't know, I forgot it. Forgot it! Where is she? Where are you, Carmilla? Yelled into the mic. Natasha and Elise are having a nice time in Paris. As for if and when Carmilla and Laura will ever be there, we'll never know, but to be real, if they are, it'll be filmed on a green screen. Dream high. High dreams. I don't know if that answers your question. Have fun translating that. Please translate with Carmilla's voice this one.
Only you can do it. En fait, du coup, la question c'était dans Carmilla. Laura parle souvent du fait d'aller à Paris avec Carmilla, du fait qu'elle aimerait bien y aller. Du coup, c'est la question, c'est un peu qu'est-ce qu'elles en pensent maintenant que Natasha et Elise sont là. Elise pense qu'il y a quelques trucs qu'elle mentionne dans la série qu'elle aimerait bien faire, mais que ce sont quand même des personnes différentes, des personnages, donc c'est pas tout à fait pareil. Et ce sur quoi Natasha a arrangé qu'elle préfère être sur une plage dans le sud de la France, forcément parce que c'est plutôt cool. Mais que Natasha et Elise passent un très bon moment ici à Paris, et que Laura et Carmilla, on ne sait jamais ce qui pourrait se passer. Voilà. On a une question quelque part.
Hello, thank you for being here. My question is, since you're all actors and doing some projects, I think you have had to travel for some projects, and I wanted to know what was your favorite city besides Paris? That was my question.
Did you get
For work.
okay.
For a project.
So what was the best city you went to for?
I don't know.
You can say Paris, that's fine.
Paris is pretty up there, so I'm gonna say probably Paris. I spent about 6 months in New Orleans, Louisiana, and that place is pretty cool too. It's also kind of French, so in line with Paris.
I mean, as much as I do love Toronto, it can kind of wear on you being in that city for a long time. So pretty much any time that I'm employed to get out of that city, I do enjoy. This past summer, I wasn't going anywhere particularly exotic, but I went out east, which is where I'm from, and I got to spend some time by the sea and just working in a different community, and so that was really nice.
The only other city I've acted in other than Toronto was Chicago, and I loved that. So
so much. Yeah, it was really cool. I really felt at home there. Or, you know, like Sudbury, Ontario. I think I've shot there. Very exotic.
Such a good joke if you're Canadian.
Yeah, it was a good. Abby. She gets the joke. The one Torontonian.
Sudbury. Dude, she literally named
I don't really
dropped you
get
in
to
the
travel a
middle of
lot,
panel.
but Paris is beautiful, so love it here.
Did your parents do drugs?
I mean, okay, I traveled for my other job, so yeah, constantly for 1 year. I was working on a tour with some kids on a TV show, so I got to go to Australia for 15 days, which was really fun. So yeah, I guess that counts, sure. Yeah.
You don't have your
Well, Caleb and I we were both in Australia at the same time for different things, and then it ended up on the same 22-hour flight home. It was funny. It was a long time. It was a good time. It was great. Was it? Yeah. 22 hours.
Loved it.
Love it.
La question c'était du coup, c'est comme ils voyagent pas mal avec leur boulot, quel était le meilleur l'endroit où ils avaient préféré travailler. Il a dit Paris et la Nouvelle-Orléans qui est des côtés assez français. Annie, elle trouve que Toronto, au final, on s'en lasse un petit peu, donc dès qu'elle a l'occasion de pouvoir s'éloigner un petit peu de Toronto, forcément elle aime bien. Natasha, elle a tourné à Chicago et ça lui a vachement plu. Kathleen n'a pas forcément trop l'occasion de voyager avec son travail, mais avec son autre travail, elle était partie en tournée sur une série pour les enfants en Australie où elle est restée pendant 15 jours et, coïncidence, Elise était aussi présente et elles ont partagé le même vol de retour. Voilà. On a une question quelque part. Oui.
Hi everyone. The question is for all of you. I was wondering if you have ever been confronted to LGBTQ discrimination in your work or in your career, and if yes, how did you manage and how did you confront it?
The question was, did you ever encounter LGBTQ discrimination in your career, and if so, how did you get over it? What was your reaction? What happened then? Or okay.
Nobody wants to touch.
I mean, I'm a cisgender white lady, so I don't really have much to complain about, and I'm gonna just acknowledge that privilege there. I mean, I've not in work, but I've certainly experienced homophobia, you know, holding partners' hands down the street and things like that, but largely I don't face it. I'm very lucky for that, and I think the question's a little triggering for some folks, so we might move on to another one, if that's okay, in this space. Yeah, thanks, dude.
Juste, en fait, il y a juste Natasha qui a juste à répondre que, en fait, elle rencontre pas forcément trop ce genre de problème dans sa carrière. Est-ce que... Ah, Jeanne, on a une question par là.
Hi. So my question is more of a little, I don't know, not exercise, but it's called a dream mode. So imagine that you are dreaming. It's more of a dream. So you are dreaming, but you're yourself. And I want you to tell us about if you will be kind of the perfect date, the perfect partner, or a fantasy that you had recently, like. You're yourself, but no, you're not actresses, you're not actors, you're not famous, not anything, and you just meet someone, and I want you to tell us about it.
Just to go on one. Be nice.
We'll stay on that.
They're very good questions, but they make us think. We all have to take pause for a moment. We're like, So, my dream date happened like 3 months ago with my girlfriend. So, it's a really silly dream date, but we basically ordered her favorite food and then took our laundry hamper and set it on its side and set up a fancy dinner on it and ate dinner on the bed. And then we watched our favorite TV show, and it was like a really nice night. So that was my dream date. Yeah.
Probably just any. I appreciate any date with my girlfriend. It's just always a good time. She's lovely. You know.
I mean, I'm not really getting too fancy here. I don't know how much I'm singing into the fantasy, but I really enjoy cooking for people and loved ones. So that's always I take great joy in that, genuinely, and I love doing that for dates.
It's a friend date, but the first time I hung out, no, not the first time, never mind. Annie and I had a great friend date, though, when we first became friends. We went to this children's amusement park in Toronto on an island, and we had a very nice picnic and blew bubbles, and Annie giggled like a child. And that's sort of where we came up with our characters, Claire and Ruby. They started to manifest from that hangout. But we went in this children's haunted house, and it's meant for children. There was a little cart, and we both sat in it, and then we couldn't get out because our hips got stuck. That was like one of my fondest days, though. That was a very nice day.
Natasha also made me go on a ride that's like probably 60 years plus old, like an antique ride that scrambles you around. And this thing, we were the only two people in this thing, and it was terrifying. And I think the gentleman running it, because we were the only people in the ride whatsoever, was like, I'm gonna give them a real treat and just let them sit on this thing that like scrambles you, like spins you for like 20 minutes. I was violently ill after.
We ate so much cheese beforehand. But it was a nice day. I like a good platonic friend date. You know? Yeah.
Donc, ils ont parlé de leur rencard idéal pour moi. Pour Elise, c'est en fait juste d'avoir un rencard. Pour Elise, c'est arrivé il y a 3 mois avec sa copine. En fait, ils ont juste commandé à manger et ils sont bien installés sur le lit, ils ont regardé la télé et tout. Pour elle, c'était parfait. Elliot, lui, c'est n'importe quel rencard avec la personne avec qui il est, parce que en fait, n'importe quand, c'est l'idéal. Annie, elle aime cuisiner pour les gens qui lui sont chers, donc en fait ce serait assez lié à ça. Et Natasha, elle a parlé d'un rencard amical qu'elle a eu avec Annie quand ils se sont rencontrés au début. Et c'est dans un parc d'attractions pour les enfants. Et ils ont fait un pique-nique, ils ont allé dans une maison hantée pour les enfants, donc c'était marrant, mais elles se sont retrouvées coincées, puisque c'était pour les enfants, donc forcément c'était pas à la bonne taille. Et Annie a ajouté que Natasha l'a aussi fait aller dans un manège qui devait avoir au moins 60 ans et elles étaient les seules, et donc c'était très bizarre, mais c'était aussi un super moment qu'elles ont passé ensemble, et souvent les rencarts amicaux, entre guillemets, c'est super agréable. Voilà, that was our last question for the day. I would like you first of all to give a warm applause for Elliot, who will be leaving us tonight. Thank you very much for being here, Elliot. And for everybody else, we will see you tomorrow, so thank you guys.
We said the same thing in question 1.